Hello YouTubers, the new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another video review. Today, in celebrating the release of Star Trek Into the Darkness, which is hitting theaters next Friday. So today, I'm going to review a first Star Trek movie. It is Star Trek, the motion picture. Yes, this is the first adventure of the Starship Enterprise. Yep, it is a brilliant movie. Before we get to the review, I just want to give a quick shout out to Karate Fan 283. Karate Fan 283, if you're watching this video, your videos are super awesome. And thank you very much for the shout out, my friend. It really means a lot. And for those of you who don't know who he is, check out his channel on YouTube. Okay, now let's get on to the review. This movie is set 10 years after the cancellation of Star Trek the original series. In 1975, Paramount Pictures was planning to do a second Star Trek TV series, which element to a concept of the series. So, what they did to it, they had to hire some directors like Ray Bradbury, Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, George Lucas. They have decided to all turn it down. So, they want to redesign the Enterprise. The sets, the costumes, and more. So, they have an idea, pitch a pilot for Paramount to hit the green light in 1977 with the movie Star Trek Phase 2, the Lost Series, and made it to a 2-hour pilot film called A Thy Image. But unfortunately for the act of the series, with the successful of another motion picture film called Star Wars, and that movie success well. So after that, the Paramount decided to scrap the series Star Trek Phase 2. So they brought in Academy Award winning director Robert Wise to direct their first ever Star Trek film, Star Trek the Motion Picture. So they added new actors, newcomers, including Stephen Collins, who played Captain Willard Decker. He is the first motion picture star to debut. And also Persis Kambata, who plays the navigator Alia. So they wanted Leonard Nimoy to be part of the new series, but unfortunately he said no. So that's what decided to go without it. So they brought another character, a Vulcan science officer named Zahn, to the contract of the idea as a new science officer. But Michael Eisner, then head of Paramount, decided we wanted to make into a silver screen motion picture film. So that's why they decided to bring Nimoy back into the series, and that's why they could put Star Trek the motion picture to make all the filming begin. So, in the movie Star Trek the motion picture, an unidentified alien cloud-like figure. So, 3 Klingon battlecruisers on their way to patrol the alien called V'ger. V'ger is a mysterious alien energy source that destroys hundreds of planets. However, the Klingons try to fire on the alien ship. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. Then, the Klingons tried to evasive and they backed away. So, meanwhile, Space Station Espelon 9 patrolling the sector, when we received a message from a Klingon battlecruiser, the AKR, the Imperial Klingon cruiser Emar, continuing to attack. But as the crew of the Espionage 9 watches 3 Klingon cruisers get destroyed. Meanwhile, on Vulcan, Science Officer Mr. Spock on his way to see a medal of success of Kolinar. But unfortunately, Spock hears a call V'ger. So, as the Vulcan's minister fails his act, he does not attempt the success of Kolinar. So, back on Earth, Starfleet, the new former Captain James T. Kirk, who is now Admiral of Starfleet. So, he meets with this first officer, Commander Sonak. The Enterprise, Kirk tells Sonak that while he was aboard the Enterprise, Captain Deckard requested to complete a final mission, but the Enterprise told it's a final preparation. He had a meeting in a 1 hour. Report to you, sir. And he said, follow that meeting. So after that, Scotty beams Kirk aboard on the space station instead of aboard the Starship Enterprise because the transporter is malfunctioning. So after arrive on the Enterprise via shuttle pod, Captain Kirk is on the bridge and telling that Espionage 9 is monitoring the communication of the alien probe. So, on the engineering, Captain Willa Decker expects on the new Enterprise refit, but Kirk tells him that he's taking command of the Enterprise and personally assuming command of this vessel. So, if he had no choice to take command of the officer, Kirk promote him as first officer. Then suddenly it happened. A transporter malfunction kills two officers, including a science officer named Vulcan Science Officer Sonak was disintegrated. Then, at the meeting, the Enterprise received a distress call from Espionage 9 and tell them that the V'ger attacking Espionage 9 was under attack. And that's the end of the Espionage 9. So Kirk has no choice to rush the Enterprise into warp speed and to find the alien intruder. So once on board, a new navigator officer, Lieutenant Ilea, then Dr. McCoy arrives on the Enterprise in a full beard. So the things are changing in the Enterprise. Christine Chapel is now an MD. So, the Enterprise is on its way to set the course to intercept the intruder, but unfortunately, it arrives too late and it causes a wormhole distortion. So after that, the Enterprise fired the asteroids and that ended the wormhole. Captain Decker saved the Enterprise by challenging the Enterprise was offline. It saved a torpedo, saved their bacon. So on their way, they meet Mr. Spock and help to restore the warp drive system so the Enterprise continue on the course of V'ger. Once there, they saw a big cloud of V'ger. The V'ger trying to attack the Enterprise, but it was on force field. So, after that second bolt of energy, Commander Chekhov was taken to sickbay after seeing electric burns. So, the Enterprise followed inside the path of the V'ger and see a big V'ger starship floating by inside of a cloud, drifting away. So, to that experience, the witness of God creating old images. So, a big energy probe-like things disappeared and zapped Lieutenant Ilea and has been replaced by a duplicate V'ger probe Ilea, so, accusing the Enterprise of infestation. And Ilea called it the Kirk unit. So has Spock had witnessed the V'ger orifice by going inside by using the spacesuit to travel and to learn more information of V'ger. So, after that, Spock was temporarily electric shocked and was forced back to sickbay. So the Enterprise and tell Mr. Spock what's happening about this are of our own. So the Enterprise had to went outside like an oxygen atmosphere. And they found a big satellite dish called Voyager 6 that disappeared hundreds of years ago by NASA. So, to save them, Captain Decker had to pre-program the Voyager 6 so it merged, and along with Lieutenant Ilea of the program. The Kirk unit probe, Ilea the probe, so they created, and the Voyager and everything destroys. So Kirk and his crew run back on the Enterprise. So after the Voyager destroys, the Earth has been restored. So Captain Kirk tells Uhura that Lieutenant Ilea and Captain Decker are listed as missing. Vessel status fully operational. So the Enterprise are headed for another shakedown, and Scotty asks them, "Will you be back in Vulcan in 4 days?" And Mr. Spock said, "Unnecessary. His task on Vulcan is completed." So the Enterprise head off to another adventure, and Kirk said in this end of the movie, "Out there, that-a-way." So Star Trek the Motion Picture is a very okay movie. It is fantastic for watching. It's good for the whole family. That's why it's rated G. So that's it. Let's take a look at the tape itself. This is the 1991 and it's widescreen edition. Here's the spine, the other spine, the top, and the back. It was nominated for Academy Award Special Effects in the legendary film series. This tape is factory sealed. I have another copy of this right here. Let me get it right here. This the tape look like with the sticker label and label. The print date is October 12th, 1991. So, on this tape, the VHS, it does have the Star Trek 6 teaser trailer, followed by the Paramount home video with the warning screen, and started the film. But that's it for this review of Star Trek the Motion Picture. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This is the new Time Travel Jaime 88 saying, till next time.